We honor our veterans ahead of Veterans Day on Monday.
It's time to name our go-to teacher of the month for October.
And a big win for this season's opener for girls basketball.
We are RHS.
And we are On the Air. I'm Maddie Sweet.
And I'm Savannah Adams.
On Monday, we observe Veterans Day with an assembly, but we want to take a moment to recognize some of our RHS faculty and staff who have served our country.
Hi, my name is Mr. Cook. I'm the Performing Arts Manager here at Civic Hall. I was a former Marine. I was fortunate enough to perform with the Quantico Marine Band, and then I was also a member of the United States Marine Drum and Bugle Corps in Washington, D.C. Did some really cool gigs, and we performed for presidential functions, and then also throughout the country, and also in Australia, Cuba, Bahamas, Canada, Hawaii. Got to do some really cool performances. So it was a really great experience. I was really fortunate to be a member of United States Marines.
Hello, my name is Frank Bratton, and I'm a Navy veteran. I was 6 years in the Navy, and I did electronic warfare in the Navy, which was essentially a lot of radar and keeping the ships safe while we were out to sea.
So my name's Trey Ronnie. I served in the Army Infantry for 4 years with the National Guard. I signed up right after 9/11 and deployed to Egypt, fortunately not Afghanistan or Iraq, and then that was pretty much it.
My name is Jerry Urich. I'm the building manager here at Richmond High School. I was in the Air Force from 1987 to 1993. I spent all that time in Europe. I was stationed out of Aviano Air Base in Italy and spent 3 summers TDY to Germany on a special team, and we traveled all over different parts of the world competing. I like my time in the Air Force. It was a good decision, and it's worked out well for different things in my life and helped prepare me for the job that I'm doing currently as a manager.
We also take time each week to honor our go-to teachers. And it's time now to look back to October and the go-to teacher of the month, Mrs. Huber.
My favorite counselor is Miss Huber because she's someone that you can always go to if you need help or anything that you need solved. She will be there for you.
Not necessarily a teacher, but a counselor. Stephanie Huber, Mrs. Huber to you, is definitely my go-to teacher. She is my coach, my counselor, represents a parental figure to me, and she is just good to everyone, always in a good mood, always willing to help out. Love you.
All right, so my go-to teacher or counselor is Stephanie Huber. She's one of the counselors in the counseling office. She's also my swim coach, and we just because she's my swim coach, we're just really close. And I can talk to her about anything or go to her whenever I have a problem or something from having a rough day.
I have always been one to help take care of others and to want to help others succeed. So to be a counselor and work with students is so important to me. I try to treat all of my students like I treat my own children, and I want to push them because I want them to be more successful than they even know that they can. That goes along with my coaching also. I try to combine my coaching in with my counseling and try to make kids understand and help them understand their potential and how they have to work to get there. Oh, my students are my family. Like I said earlier, I treat them like my own kids, and I will hug them and support them, but I will also get on them because I know what they can do, and I feel like that they need that parental support here at school just like they do at home. And so I get frustrated with them when they make bad choices. I will cry with them if they need me to, but I'll also celebrate big things with them when I can. And I always hope that we have more celebrations than we do the other side of things. I think my advice is to you have to focus on the future. You can't live just in every moment. Enjoy the moments that you have, but you have to think about how what you're doing each day impacts what's to come, because there are so many bigger things out there after you finish high school, and high school is just a stepping stone. It's a good time to celebrate, but it's also a time to get ready for what's going to come next. And so I need kids to look at that big picture and understand that there's so much more to come.
The AVP Club wants you to work with them to help RHS recycle.
Hello everyone, it's Mix Bunner here, and I just want to tell you a little bit about a new recycling program that we're going to start here at Richmond High School. AVP Recycling Club has been encouraging teachers in their classroom to recycle white paper. So you may have seen that more of your teachers are recycling white paper in their classrooms. Something that we're going to start now after fall break, probably the second week after fall break, is we're going to be recycling plastic bottles and aluminum cans in the cafeteria. So there's going to be some blue bins that are put out that are clearly marked with the recycling logo, and if you finish your beverage that's in a plastic bottle or an aluminum can, then you can put it in that bin. Things that you can't put in that bin: food waste, any of the containers or plastic bags that you get your food in, any of your styrofoam trays, general trash, any of those like McDonald's cups or other types of plastic can't be put in there, but you can put in empty bottles, plastic bottles, and empty cans. If it still has some liquid in it, then don't put it in there. It's just going to be our empty bottles and cans. So please try and help us out with this recycling effort. And now you're going to see a little video that was created by the AVP Recycling Club to try and show you about recycling and why it's important for us. So thank you very much. Have a great day.
Now let's take a look around RHS, including the visitors to our career ed programs on Wednesday.
In sports, winter sports officially kicked off this week with girls basketball winning their first 2 games. On Tuesday, they took Newcastle here at home, and they came away with a 53-26 win. Sophomore Jakaya Lotz led the way with 21 points and 10 rebounds. On Wednesday, they played it on the road and downed Union City 42-39. The Lady Red Devils are 2-0, which is the first time in 6 years that they have started with 2 straight wins. Great job and good luck this season. Next up for the Lady Red Devils is an at-home game next Friday when they host Anderson.
RHS bowling keeps rolling. They improved 4-0 with the win over Northeastern last Sunday. Ethan Blake once again led the way with a 247 game and a 437 series. Tomorrow they both take on Tri and Centerville at Newcastle.
Now it's time to congratulate those students whose names were drawn to win a prize for no tardies all last week. They are Cynthia Alvarado, Anthony Caballero Julian, Cliff Hazelbaker, Kimberly Lawman, Mallory McDonald, Jacob Pippinger, Caleb Ponder, Marie Rashid, Landon Smith, and Bailey Swan.
And with the end of the second 6 weeks, it's time to announce the winners with no tardies of the $25 gift cards. They are Sheila Chavez, Ryan Florence, Hannah Lawson, and Tasha Sheevy. Great job, and don't forget to see Miss Parks in Mr. Amix's office to pick up your prize.
And one last piece of important information for seniors. If you're a senior and think you have perfect attendance with no tardies, look at this list. If your name is not on it, then you need to see Miss Smith in the Career Ed office across from the cafeteria.
That's our show. We leave you with something fun as our Kareem Jett and Deontay Gabbard play their version of Pictionary with a couple of RHS students.
Every week we'll share something fun with you, but just a short bit. To see the entire video, follow us on Instagram or go to the RHS Radio TV Facebook page.
For On the Air, I'm Savannah Adams.
And I'm Madison Sweet.
Have a great weekend.
It's going to be Pictionary. I got my partner Tristan. He got his partner Dorian. So basically, you got 3 rounds. You got 30 seconds each round. Whoever has the most after 3 rounds is going to get a point toward their grand total for the end of the game. Let's get into it. Your word is princess. You good with that? Nah. Too bad. Word princess. Let's go. 2 seconds. 1.